Hello and welcome to another Source Gaming discussion, this time on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and our first in a series of discussions on the Super Smash Bros. Blog.
Woo!
So joining me today is PushDustIn,
Hello.
and we are going to be talking about the first updates from the Super Smash Bros. Blog. It's a daily thing that goes on every weekday. It's basically the pick of the day this time around. And it's both on Twitter and on the Super Smash Bros. Website, but more so on Twitter if you want to explain, Push.
So I believe the posts on Twitter are only going out in Japanese, while the actual website is being updated in English. And the Twitter goes out about 20 to 30 minutes earlier than the blog post on the website, I found. So there's a little bit of time difference. And also, not all the posts are being posted in the English version. There's a lot of posts that are being exclusive for Japan for some reason.
Yeah. So follow us on Twitter at AllSourceGaming, because we're going to be translating all of them.
Yes. So when Nintendo has dropped the ball with Smash information, Source Gaming is here to pick it up. And we'll be providing Smash translations on our Twitter account, AllSourceGaming. So please go ahead and follow that, because that's where you're going to find out the information first. Also, I forgot to mention that the posts are twice a day right now.
Oh, okay.
So one comes out at 10 a.m. Japan time, and the other one comes out at 5 p.m. Japan time.
Oh,
at least that's the pattern that I've been able to discern from the 2 normal days that we had. The first day was kind of a mess.
Yeah, with E3 as well going on, there's a bunch of E3 related ones that probably won't go out. Sometimes there's been 3 a day because of that, but I can't imagine that's going to be the norm, especially because they're not consistent when they release.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of special posts because of E3, and then there's also a Japan event that we'll talk about later, and not including those posts, the other ones have been consistently 10 and 5 p.m. Japan time.
Okay, so before we get into that, Push, as you have not really been around much for this E3, you weren't there for the live reaction.
Should I explain that?
Yeah, you can explain it briefly if you want, but you also weren't there for mine and Martin's discussion on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah, unfortunately I haven't listened to it yet. So basically what happened was that a couple months ago I moved in with my girlfriend, and we initially applied for internet, but there are several problems. The first was that we had issues with our real estate agent, and then once we actually got approval from the real estate agent, we found out that the telephone company had issues placing the apartment on their maps. So we had to wait for them to update their maps. And now that that's finally finished, we still don't have internet, and we're waiting on the date where they can actually install it.
Yeah.
So I haven't been around that much, and that's because Japanese paperwork sucks.
But at the worst possible time as well, of course.
Yes. At the so when the Smash presentation was going on, I literally went to an internet cafe. I was the only one there, and it cost me a total of $15 to watch that event.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Sad times. But so the reason that that's relevant is I wanted to get what your opinions were on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, what you've seen so far and everything. Just doesn't have to be super in depth or anything, but what do you think of the direction and that they're going with this game, and when it comes out and all of that stuff? Just go wild.
So just to continue on, I've only seen the direct and a couple of character trailers. And I've seen a lot of impressions on Twitter and stuff like that, because without internet and very limited phone data, it's very difficult to watch the video.
Mm-hmm.
So my actual video experience of this new Smash is very limited. But that being said, I'm very pleased with it. I think it looks like everything that a Smash fan would want in a Smash game. Literally, like, all the characters are coming back. Almost all the stages are coming back. There's a ton of new assist trophies. I'm a little bit bummed that Bomberman is an assist trophy, but I can move on.
Yeah, I've got to move on from Takamaru, and many people have to move on from Crystal now because of it. But...
Yeah, I know it hurts, but at least they're in the game.
What about your thoughts on the supposed lack of new content because they're focusing so much on all the old stuff?
I think it makes sense because then like fans can't complain that their favorite didn't make the cut, and it kind of makes all the other versions obsolete. Like unless you want to go back and check out the trophies or play through Subspace Emissary or stuff like that.
Yeah, I think each one has its own sort of merit.
Yeah.
But it does definitely make Smash for Wii U and 3DS a bit obsolete.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to play Smash Tour, because I can't imagine that's going to come back.
I hope it does. I hope it does.
I think Smash Run will come back, for the very least.
Yeah, I think Smash Run was a lot more popular. But
yeah, it was.
Smash Tour, I think it was fun to play with people who knew how to play Smash Tour. Like if you had your first time playing Smash Tour, it was just utterly chaotic and very stupid. But it's fun once you get the hang of it.
Alright, anyway, let's move on to the actual focus then. I just wanted to get your thoughts while I had you. So,
yeah,
picks of the day. We have, I believe it's 10 pictures, 10, 11 pictures this week.
Yeah, or so. I mean, like, I kind of consolidated the list a little bit. Like, the Direct covers a lot because there's the actual Direct, there's the announcement of the title, and then there's, like, oh yeah, all the amiibo that you previously purchased and hoard, you can still use that with the new Smash, so don't worry. And you can also transfer your figure player from the old Smash,
so, like,
which was all information in the Direct.
Yeah, and the GameCube controllers as well, like you can use them, and that they're releasing new ones. So we won't spend much time, we just acknowledge that those are like the first 3 picks of the day, basically.
And you can use your old GameCube adapter.
Yes. So that's
which
pretty
is
good.
Important.
So the first proper blog post, I would say, was the trailer for the Inklings. Which wasn't really a new update because it's already on the website, but they were highlighting the Inklings as a new character, and that's something we saw all week with a highlight of Inklings the first day, then Ridley the next, and then Daisy the last. So let's just talk about those 3 in a row and get your impressions, Push, on how all 3 of these characters are, like, as newcomers, because I think I already gave my thoughts about it in the other discussion, so I won't bother repeating myself.
Yeah, and let me say this, when I talk about these entries, I'm looking both at the Japanese and English, so that way I can make sure no information is dropped.
Yes.
With the Inkling, I thought that they looked very well done. I think they look very... I'm very surprised they were able to get the ink mechanic working, and I think it looks great on the stages. So I'm very excited for it.
Okay. And Ridley? We'll just go through all the characters. I think we'll just do that like that.
Yeah. Ridley, I think he looks really scary.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? His design looks really weird to me.
Yeah, he looks kind of like he stands out a little bit in Smash.
Like, I don't like the sound effect that plays when he stands up. It sounds like bones crackling. Like,
I haven't actually heard that yet.
It's his up taunt. He just literally stands up on like his 2 back legs, and that makes him like the tallest character in the game. And like when he just does it, it makes a like sound effect.
Oh,
and I
lovely.
was just like when I heard it the first time in the Direct.
I mean, I'm really happy to see Ridley in Smash because I know a lot of people wanted him in Smash.
Yes.
So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
But I think he looks a little weird.
He does. He looks... He's a monster, and not like Bowser or King Dedede, who are much more cartoony. He's like a realistic-looking dinosaur monster that has killed people.
Yeah, he's legit killed parents.
So, yeah, he fits about him well in Smash as Snake did in Brawl, but...
Yeah, though I felt like Snake had more comic...
Yeah.
Like a comical attitude to him. He had the cardboard box with him. He launched these explosive weapons and stuff like that. Ridley, he just stabs people through their heart.
Yeah, that's true.
He just straight up murdered Mario.
And Mega Man, both of them got destroyed.
Mega Man.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see. I imagine Ridley's going to be the only character like that, because just thinking about all the potential newcomers, I can't think of anyone else.
What are your thoughts on the character reveal trailers compared to the last Smash? This is kind of off topic, but
well,
like we've only had Inklings and Ridley so far for the reveal trailers.
Yeah, I mean Inklings was a lot like Villagers. It didn't have a splash screen or anything, but that's because the big reveal was obviously Smash, and I thought it was fine. Ridley's was basically like a Smash 4 Wii U trailer. Pretty much. It had the animated build up and all that, and then the splash screen, which is apparently now the same as they were in Smash for Wii U. and 3DS, and then they had a gameplay and then a cool end card sequence.
Yeah, and they didn't do the flames bursting. They did like the kind of like a computer like.
Oh
thing
yeah, no, they did at the beginning.
At the beginning.
Creates the Smash
Yeah.
logo really thin and then expands out.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like computerish or something.
Yeah, it does.
Like
Sounds
technology.
very digital. It'll be interesting to see if that was something specifically for the Ridley trailer, because Metroid's obviously a futuristic setting, or if every Smash trailer will have that.
I think it's like every Smash. I think that will be like an indication of what the single player will go for,
More digital feel,
or
you
something
think?
like that.
I feel like a lot of this game is leaning towards Melee in terms of its stylistics. Melee is very digital. It's like background elements and all that, very digital, whereas Brawl is sky, and
Yep.
Smash for Wii U and 3DS is very fire. I mean, Melee has fire as well, but it was everywhere in Smash for Wii U and 3DS. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really have thoughts. Daisy didn't get a proper trailer, but neither did Lucina or Dark Pit. Dark Pit didn't even get any trailer.
He was hinted at.
He was hinted at, that's true. And Lucina got a splash screen, but it was part of Robin's trailer.
Didn't she have like the question mark or something behind it too?
Oh, she has wakes her blade and then question mark, exclamation mark, question mark as like her thing. But yeah. Anyway, moving back onto topic again. Do you have any thoughts on Daisy?
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's here, and I'm happy for her fans, of course.
Of course.
And she's a Peach clone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much what we said she would be. She got in.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, actually, I was leaning more on the semi-clone because I felt like Daisy should be a bit more than a Peach clone, but
yeah,
if Sakurai disagrees, fair enough.
Well, I think it was just like, you know, either get Daisy in, or as a Peach clone, or not be able to.
Yeah, no, I think that's the.
I don't think it's like
logic.
He was trying to disrespect Daisy or
no
insult her fans or anything like that, because Sakurai never does stuff like that.
No,
he is just like, you know, do you want this character in? Well, this is how we can get them in, because we don't have enough time to unfortunately make a full unique moveset, or maybe the demand for a full unique character just wasn't high enough.
Like, I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it's the unique moveset part mainly, especially if they're focusing on less newcomers. They're going to have want the ones that add something a bit different to the game. Yeah. But I think Daisy also introduced the idea of echo characters, which isn't a new idea because it's just a rebrand of clones.
Yeah.
But
I like how everyone accepts it now.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, what other
Echo.
echo characters could we see? And it's like, you what?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Before.
okay, we'll see more, but like, this isn't new.
Yeah.
It's been in this since the very first game.
I think this is like the best thing that they've done in this game so far.
Yeah, no, actually, I do agree.
It's just to get people to stop bitching about clones for once.
It kind of acknowledges that perhaps clones were decided on from the very beginning this time, unlike in every other game where they're usually last-minute additions.
Yeah.
Like, I think Sakurai acknowledged that the workload it would take to add all the old stuff, but didn't want to not do enough new stuff. Mm-hmm. And so Echo Fighters were a part of it.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Like, they had plans from the get-go, you know, like you said, include all the old content and focus on these Echo characters, because they can still create new content but not increase the workload that much.
Exactly. All right, but yeah. Anyway, so those are the three characters who all got posts on the Smash blog. So the next one,
there was information about Daisy that was dropped in English.
Oh, I mean, I was gonna get to that
okay.
when we got to that.
Okay.
Unless you do want to talk about it now.
Oh no, go ahead. I'll cut this.
All right, do this in order. So the next one, the first proper blog that wasn't a character, was the Squid Sisters Assist Trophy.
Yep.
Which was shown off in the initial trailer, and basically has the Squid Sisters both appear and do a song and dance, and as the screen zooms in on them, and as they zoom in, the borders of the stage boundaries get smaller and smaller, so characters all have to huddle together in the middle, which I can imagine is an absolute nightmare in 8-player Smash.
Yeah.
And I wonder how far it will zoom in on stages like Palutena's Temple.
I wonder if certain ATs won't appear in 8-player Smash.
Maybe. I reckon in 8-player Smash, because we can have 2 assist trophies appear now, and 2. Well, we can always have 2 Pokemon. I wonder if that will be not a thing in 8-player Smash.
Yeah.
And I also wonder if 8-player Smash will have its own button. Because obviously in Smash for Wii U, it's got regular Smash and 8-player Smash. But in this game, when you want to add a 3rd or 4th player, there's a little button in the bottom corner on the character select screen that you just press, and it brings it up.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
haven't
wonder.
seen that.
So like, it's only something I noticed the other day because at the bottom when they were doing a 2-player match, it took up the whole bottom,
That's
both
nice.
like 2 things, and there was a little button with like a little character with a plus symbol. So when you press that, it adds a 3rd player in, and the boxes obviously shrink a little bit. And then that got me thinking, well, what if you can just add up to 8 players now, and it's just going to be one thing?
Because it was kind of annoying, like having to go to a different menu option for 8-player Smash.
Yeah. So I reckon that's how they're going to do it. I don't know if you also saw just that all alts costumes have like names now, like Color 1, Color 2.
Oh, really? No,
Stuff like that. And they all have their own little icons, and you can pick it from the icon at the bottom.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It makes it easier to just get to the color that you want.
Yeah. Nice little UI changes that have nothing to do with the blog. So...
Do you know if they save the alts per name?
we don't know that yet.
Oh, okay.
We don't know if they save the alts per name. We don't know if you can change the button layout based on which one you want as the default. 'Cause in Smash for Wii U, you had to assign button layouts to names, and I hated that. I want to be able to turn off up jumping.
Yeah.
That's like the default. But do you have any thoughts on the Squid Sisters assist trophy?
It makes sense that they're there. They're a huge part of Splatoon 1, and it looks like the Inkling is largely based off of Splatoon 1 with
I was thinking there'd be a background element, and we'd get like a Splatfest alt stage, like how we get the KK Slider variant stages. But considering they chose Moray Towers, and that does have a Splatfest variant, but because it's not where the Squid Sisters perform, obviously they wouldn't appear in the background there.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they get the assist trophy role instead. Yeah. So the next picture on the blog was E3 pictures, a bunch of pictures from the E3 show floor, including the big model of the sandbag and the golden hammer and other stuff. And I felt like a lot of these choices that they did for props were really random. Like sandbag, I completely understand. Fox's blaster, sure. But like, why the Hogan's Alley can from Duck Hunt? Why the golden hammer of all things, and not just the regular hammer or something? I mean, maybe because it has a stand?
Yeah. I think, they're trying to get things that look different, so that way it keeps your eye.
Bayonetta's guns and glasses, like, why that? There's like so much that was just like, this is really... Like, some of these make sense, some of these are random. Master Sword makes perfect sense, obviously. But why not, like, a Yoshi egg? Or Samus's helmet?
Was also largely based on the characters that were playable.
Yeah, but those were both playable. Yoshi wasn't, but Samus was. So it's like, why? And even then, the character select screen I felt at E3 was really random as well. Like, why is Cloud Bayonetta and Corrin only playable? Because they're really popular competitively.
That's probably why.
Is that it? Why do we have Link? Is that why we also have Ganondorf? Because people and Zelda, because they were changed enough that people wanted to play.
I think they wanted to show off the new changes to the Zelda characters, of course.
Yeah. Why don't we have Diddy Kong? 'Cause he's really popular competitively as well. And I don't think we had Rosalina either. It's like, I don't know. I felt like some of them, like having Corrin instead of Robin, was really random. Although maybe if Crom's an Echo Fighter, they didn't want to show Robin off yet.
Also, it depends on how far they're in development of those characters.
That's true.
Like some of those characters.
I imagine that they must be. If it comes out in December, they must.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like,
I'm just saying.
The game needs to be finished for debugging by like September, I think. So
yeah. I'm just saying, like, if there's a couple things going wrong here and there during testing, they're not going to show off those characters.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So the next picture was the launch star item, which is one of the newest items from Mario Galaxy.
I was so surprised that this was an assist trophy.
No, it's not an assist trophy, it's an item.
Oh, it's an item, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's not an assist because it's not a living thing. It's like, it's just an item you get. It starts off as like a very small star, and then you throw it and it just gets super large.
Yeah.
And then it throws people in the opposite direction that you threw it. So like, if you, for example, the way they were showing it off in the treehouse, if you want it to be on the stage so it can throw people off, you have to jump off the stage, throw it back onto the stage, and climb back on, basically.
Okay.
Because it throws in the opposite direction to which you threw it. But it's like really powerful. Like, it's one of those items that's much like, it's like the Gust Bellows or the Beetle.
Yeah.
Where it just absolutely, once you get caught in it, if you're at a high enough percentage, you're just gone.
I thought that with the Gust Bellows, there was a way to get out of it, like with like air dodging or something like that.
I mean, you can. I mean, you can get out of all of them. You can get out of Gallagher if you spam hard enough.
Yeah.
But they're not easy.
Yeah.
And the Launch Star, I'm sure you could potentially do directional input DI to manipulate yourself so that you don't get shot off. But someone like what they were doing in Treehouse is laying it on the edge so that anyone who climbed back up onto the stage instantly got caught in it and just shot out again.
Yeah.
And that's ridiculous. Like, that's way too powerful. But I think you can get caught in it yourself. So that's like if you accident, like the bumper, where you can throw the bumper on the edge and then accidentally knock yourself over with it.
I was going to compare it to the bumper or the remote control bomb. Not the remote, the proximity mine. Yeah.
Yeah, where you can blow yourself up.
Yeah, because that was also pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And
a
you
lot
could
of
like
explosives
usually
are powerful.
Yeah, and you can like usually throw that just right on the edge, so when people get up from the edge, they fall into it.
Explode. Yeah. Well, the Launch Star is definitely a trapping item, but it was a bit of a surprise to see. I mean, Rosalina, I'm assuming, still uses the Launch Star in her up special. And I mean, that there's no reason for her not to. After all, the Screw Attack is also an item, and Samus's Recovery.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was just unexpected as well, because it's not like Galaxy's particularly new. So, I'm curious about how many items will we have every item come back in the same way that every character on stage is coming back?
Yeah, I mean, that's something I'm really curious about as well.
Bring back the fan.
Yes.
We want the fan and the Cracker Launcher, actually.
Yeah, the Cracker Launcher was the SG choice.
Yeah. Our top item of choice.
Yeah. Everyone was like writing like, oh, if was it Wolfman?
Yeah, I think Wolfman took Cracker Launcher, and then everyone was like, if Wolfman hadn't taken the Cracker Launcher,
yeah,
I would have done it. So instead, I'll do this.
Well, now they have a banana with that explodes.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, banana gun.
Banana gun. That's crazy.
Where's that come from?
Probably
who's
Donkey
coming
Kong.
up with these items? There's no banana gun in Donkey Kong. Like, if it looked like the guns from, if it looked like the guns from like Donkey Kong 64, then maybe. But it's literally just a banana.
Yeah.
That then fires out a gun
missile.
in a very similar animation to the Steel Diver.
Yeah, I was actually
item.
Maybe they cut the Steel Diver item
and replaced it with a banana.
I'm sorry,
I would be
Giles.
very upset if they did that, actually.
Yeah.
No, I think having every item come back would be cool. I want to see the flipper come back from Melee. The balloon fight item, that would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was part of the stage.
Yeah. Like, that'd be cool. But I guess we'll find out as they reveal more, because they're definitely focusing a lot on almost every update so far has been event, character, item. Event, character, item, like, pretty much. So I imagine, like, they've covered all three newcomers, so next Monday they'll probably start with Mario, I reckon.
Yeah, either Mario or, like, just go so that there's some variety among the series.
Yeah. But, like, if they do that, I could totally see Bomberman being the other, like, the next item along. But,
he'll probably be with Snake. They'll probably show off Snake.
Snake and Bomb. Oh yeah, I could see that.
Oh
yeah, I could see them. I could see them going through. Yeah, the new veterans that they've added back in. Actually, you've got a good point.
Yeah.
And then with Bomberman, because so far they've done an assist trophy, a item, and a Pokemon. And the Pokemon was yesterday's blog post, and it was a Alolan Vulpix.
Yeah.
Which was nice to see. I like is ice Pokemon that freezes. She just spits out ice balls that freeze opponents. That's what Vulpix does. But it was cool to see her on there. I think Alolan Vulpix was one of the more popular Alolan Pokemon to be added.
Yeah.
Into Sun and Moon. And she's one of the only two Alolan Pokemon we've seen so far, the other being Alolan Raichu.
I wouldn't be surprised
back and forth.
if Was it Execute?
Executor.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's there. Like he has to.
Yeah, I was thinking he was there. He'd just be like really tall.
Yeah.
Like, just like huge, and then just slams down. I could see that. But yeah, because he's really popular as well. And yeah, no, a lot of the new Pokemon have been from Sun and Moon. But we've also noted that they've also added in older Pokemon who were cut previously. So Scizor is back from Melee.
Oh, awesome! I love Scizor.
Yeah. So I wonder if, again, we're going to get every Pokemon who hasn't been upgraded, so no Charizard.
Yeah.
Every Pokemon back again.
Yeah. Everyone's
that
back.
would be... yeah, literally every item, every Pokemon, every assist trophy that's not playable, all coming back.
Yeah.
Because that would fit with the whole theme of the game. And it'd be really cool, I think, to see Pokemon like Beedrill and Onix, who haven't been seen since the very, very first Smash Brothers, and Hitmonlee as well, to all come back in nice HD and perform all of their moves. It'd be great.
Yeah.
So, you got any other thoughts on Vulpix?
No, nothing in particular. I think the Pokemon looks great.
Okay. So the very last blog post is I'm going to let you handle this one because it's something very inherently Japan only.
Are you talking about the memory post?
Oh, I wasn't talking about the memory post, but in fact, these last two were in Japan only actually.
Okay.
So you can why don't you do both of them?
Okay. So starting when we record this on tomorrow, but it's really the 17th. There's Rage 2018 Summer, which is an event in Makuhari. Makuhari. Why can't I say that? Makuhari Messe, and it's in Tokyo. Basically, where like Tokyo Game Show is held and stuff like that. And it's like I think it's a tournament that's going on, and so Smash Ultimate will be playable there. And people can bring their own GameCube controllers and play the game themselves. So take that, E3.
Well, the pick of the day was detailing the Pro Controller, wasn't it, and all the controls.
Yeah, it's shown the Pro Controller, and this is how you play Smash, and these are the characters that you can play as.
Yeah. So are they all the same characters that were in the E3 build?
Yes, they were.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the same build as that game.
Yeah, it probably is, but I just wanted to make sure. Because if it wasn't, then we could potentially see a bunch more information from characters who we haven't seen much of yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's still potential for other new characters to pop up here and there, but...
New assist trophies and stuff.
Assist trophies and
new Pokemon and stuff like that.
As people, delve deeper and deeper into this demo.
I'm sure it'll be available at Gamescom as well, coming up in... August, and I'll be curious to see whether or not that's an updated demo or the same one from E3, because they might have revealed another character before then.
That's true.
Because Gamescom is like a good 2.5 months away.
When do you think the next character reveal will be?
I think August. I've said this. Depends on the next direct is. I reckon that we'll get 4 character reveals before the game launches.
Yeah.
I reckon we'll get 2 direct. We'll either get 1 Nintendo Direct that will announce a character in either August or September, and then we'll get a Smash Brothers Focus Direct in October or November that will go over loads of details about the game just before release, and we'll get 2 new characters for that. And then we will get either another direct, just a general Nintendo Direct that will announce something, or it will just be like they did with Robin.
Or Robin, yeah.
Yeah, where they're just like, oh, next Monday we'll be announcing a character, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Like, I reckon we'll get that. So I reckon we'll see 4, and I think the first one will come in August, September time.
Yeah, I think so too, because like all the Japan events will be in July.
Yeah.
Like June, July.
So they want to get through them, and in terms of pick of the day stuff, if they because they've done a character every day, but they've focused on the newcomers. They could easily, they've got 60-something videos that they can work through. And I reckon they'll get through most, if not all of them, before they announce another character. And considering they don't cover weekends, that's about 20 characters in 1 month, and they've got 60. They could keep this going until Gamescom.
Yeah.
Having a character every single day, so they don't necessarily need to announce a new one yet.
Yeah, I feel
as much as we want them to.
I almost feel very spoiled right now because there's just been so much information revealed all at once, and then also we're not getting just one pick of the day; we're getting 2.
Yeah, good. I want them to go through all this information so we can start getting new information. It was way too hectic. Like I streamed for like 3 hours going over all the information on E3 day.
Yeah.
It was tiring. It was just too much to cover. And people are still discovering stuff all the time. Like Orbital Gate Zone was discovered in one screenshot on the website now. We confirmed that that's what it is. So that's another stage to add to this ever-growing list of stages.
Jesus.
But all right, there's one more picture then. Today's memory.
Yeah. Yes. So today's memory is. Hold on. Let me rewind that. So the picture of the day, they always have like this tagline like today's item or today's character. There's one that only appears once, and that's today's memory, Omoide, and it's for Daisy. And this post is only available in Japanese, and it's basically, here is Daisy's origin. It's from Super Mario Land, and this was Daisy's original design. And for some reason, it just was not posted in English.
I wonder if they thought it was like really irrelevant, I guess. Because it is literally just a picture of the Super Mario Land Japanese box art and then the Super Mario Land instruction booklet.
I don't know, like, they did the Miiverse translation for the Nurse Peach, right?
Nurse Peach? I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't remember at all.
They at least had the hint for that, right? I don't know.
I don't remember. I'm not 100% sure what you're referring to.
There's like isn't there like an alt that's like based off of Nurse Peach that's from Dr.
I mean,
Mario?
she has a white alt.
Yeah, or something. It's like mentioned in Smash for Wii U, I thought.
I don't remember at all.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I wonder if because today's memory is so it's just talking about Daisy. It uses the Japanese box art and instruction manual.
It's it's like a nostalgic thing.
Yeah, I wonder if they just couldn't be bothered to translate it because it wasn't pertaining to the game per se. But it does make me wonder whether or not we'll see more memories.
Yeah, they will be because it has that tagline, today's memory. So like, there's today's item, today's character, there's today's memory. It seems like there's, there'll be lots of different themes.
I wonder if Master Peace will come back. Maybe this is a subtle hint that we'll be getting stuff like a bit more in-depth in terms of Nintendo history.
Yeah, I mean, like, Sakurai definitely treats Smash as like a Nintendo history encyclopedia.
Yeah. Like, at least for the characters, like, before we just got, like, a couple trophies with descriptions about them and how they play, but what if we got, like, an actual section that had, like, this is Daisy, she, because, they always have, like, the two characters at the bottom, the two, games at the bottom, the one they debut in and then one that's relevant to them.
Yeah.
What if they have the debut game and you go through to it and it takes you to a picture of, like, the box art and there's, like, a bit about it. It's just like, this is the first game they debuted in, Super Mario Land, and... Like, you could have that. You could have, like, go one for Mario's. It's like Mario first debuted in Donkey Kong, and there's like a picture of the classic Jumpman Mario or his sprite or something. It's like, nice. Did you know Mario's overalls he used to have a blue hat and red overalls or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go into more Nintendo history. I always get excited with that.
Yeah, bring back the Chronicle and bring back stickers while we're at it.
Yes.
Flood this game with fan service, please. You're already doing it with all the characters and their animations now.
Yeah, holy shit. And all the stages. That's one thing I can't get over.
I've been looking at stages all day.
Yeah.
I'm sick of looking at stages.
Because, that was like one of my problems with Smash for Wii U. It's just like, after a while, you're just like, I don't want to play any of these stages.
I don't know, my problem is... the Smash for Wii U is that there wasn't that many new stages. It's looking like it's going to be the same thing here, but at the same time, there's so many stages. Yeah. And they have hazard toggles now, and they all have battlefield variants, and it's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
When will I ever play the non-hazard toggle version of a stage? And I am curious about how these have, like, How would a hazardless version of Great Cave Offensive work?
Yeah, it'd just be really boring. Really hard to KO people.
Yeah, like, surely they can't take away that KO thing, so then it's like, do they just remove the minecart that moves partway through the stage?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they just won't change it, like, there's not really a hazardless version of Fountain of Dreams, for example.
Maybe.
Or Yoshi's story, there isn't really a hazard, unless they just remove the cloud.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Randall?
Yeah, get rid of Randall. He's not needed here anymore.
No, everyone's back. Everyone's back.
But yeah, that covers it for all of this week's pictures. It's a lot of covering stuff, obviously, because the game was just revealed. It'll be interesting to see what next week's 5 or 10 pictures will be about. And we will do the same thing. We will discuss them at the end of the week and see if there's any actual new information about it. But okay, Push, do you want to let people know where they can follow you at?
So yeah, you can go ahead and follow me at PushDustIn on Twitter, and just stay up to date with Source Gaming because that's where I post everything. Oh, well, I guess recently I started writing for Switch Player Magazine.
Oh, okay.
Like on and off. So you can also find me there.
Nice. You go subscribe to Switch Player Magazine, and yeah, follow at All Source Gaming because we'll be doing English translations of the picks of the day that Nintendo can't be bothered to do.
For some reason, they're not posted on Twitter.
Just, follow that then. There'll be Source
us.
Gaming's pick of the day.
Because we will pick up that ball.
Yes. Alright, and yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, comment below, tell us what your favourite pick of this week was, and if you have any thoughts on Smash in general, as it's so fresh in everyone's minds. I want to give a special thank you to our super patron, the Duke of Dork, as always. Woo. And always remember to return to the source.